Welcome to the 55th episode of the Can Learn Library here at the North Battleford Library. Most of us use the oven to bake cakes. A practice that is common in Asian countries is the use of steam on the stovetop. It offers a more even heat as every oven has its quirks, and you may have encountered that when you try using someone else's oven that you're not used to. Things are kind of wonky. They could be hotter than yours or cooler than yours. But today I'm going to make a stovetop chocolate cake and see just how moist the steam makes it. Here are the items you're going to need. Here are the items you're going to need for your stovetop chocolate cake. You're going to need foil, a large Dutch oven and lid. You're going to need a 9 ounce cake pan with parchment paper cut to the bottom for it. You're going to need a cup of flour. You're going to need a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 2 large, just a minute, I forgot a couple of ingredients. 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of instant espresso powder. I think you could probably get away with a teaspoon of instant coffee, but I found some kind of powdered espresso that has, it looks like some cream in there, so I don't know. It's going to be an experiment. 1/2 cup of sour cream, 6 tablespoons or 3/4 of a stick of butter melted, 1/2 cup of water. You're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract and your cooking spray. So now let's do the fun and see how good it will be. So the first thing we're going to do is get our pot ready. And they want you to cut an 18-inch length of foil and gently scrunch it to form a snake. I guess I'll kind of crunch it like this. So it's about approximately 1 inch thick. And we're supposed to shape it into a circle and set in our large Dutch oven. Then we're going to add enough water to reach 3/4 up to the coil. And then, okay, so we're going to mist the bottom and the sides of, I'll get the water after, I guess. What we're going to do is mist the bottom and sides of a 9-inch cooking pan here with the cooking spray. Here comes my pre-cut parchment paper, and then I'm going to mist the top of the parchment like that. So once I add the water in here, I'm going to put this onto the stove, and then we're going to be able to start mixing up the ingredients for the chocolate cake. We're going to sift the flour, cocoa powder, and the baking soda in a medium bowl. With our little bit of salt. There we go. I'm just going to mix that and put it to the side, because then we're going to take a large bowl and mix together, or I should say whisk the sugar and the eggs until they're slightly lightened. So we'll put this off to the side. Get over here with the sugar and the eggs. eggs. And our sugar. Oops, I just forgot all the sugar. Ooh, he doesn't want to all come out. Okay, there we go. So just whisk that until it says lightened, slightly lightened. But I gather that must mean that all the sugar's sort of worked in there. Okay. So we're going to whisk in our half a cup of water, the espresso powder. Kind of interested to see how this is going to taste. Ooh, I think I need my little spoon again just to get all of it out of the plate. There we go. Oh, we got to put the sour cream in too. So let's get the sour cream in here. After the sour cream, we put the butter and the vanilla. So we've got our melted butter. Better use the spoon on it again. And our teaspoon and a half of vanilla. So let's get that in here. There's one. Try to guess a half here. Ooh. Oh well, might be a little vanilla-y. Okay. So we're going to whisk that together, and then we're going to add the flour mixture and whisk it gently until just combined. So it's kind of going to be like when you make your muffins. You don't want it whipped so that it's completely smooth. It's just supposed to be so that everything is mixed together, but not, I guess you could say, pureed. Okay, so we'll add our dry ingredients. So I'm just trying to get it just mixed. Oops. All right. So once I have this thoroughly mixed, I'm going to pour the batter into the prepared pan. So we'll just finish getting this mixed up. All right, I think that's pretty much got all the cocoa and the flour. Okay, now we'll just need a spatula. Okay, I'm going to pour this into my pan. Just get all of it into here. I'm kind of wondering just how high this will be. It's probably not going to be like a chiffon cake, but I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So just kind of get as much of it as I can over here. It leveled off. All right. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Okay. There. So just get a little bit more into there. All right. Now it says to cover the pot and heat on high until the water boils. And then once the water boils, we reduce the heat to low and steam covered until a toothpick inserted in the center of the cake comes out clean. Now, according to this, it said about 23 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Well, it's been 23 minutes, so I'm going to just open the lid and do a tester. And it does not look cooked. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I didn't have enough water, or maybe my stovetop's wonky. I guess what I'm going to do, I'll just check here. There's still water in there, but it's not quite ready, so I'm going to give it another, I'm going to say 10 minutes. So I'll put this on, and maybe I'll just turn up the heat just a little. Yeah, and let's hope in 10 minutes that this will be ready. Okay, I gave it an extra 10 minutes. And I'm going to lift the lid, and it's still pretty liquid. I don't know what I've done wrong, but maybe I'll turn it up a little bit more and try, I guess, another 10 minutes. I just hope I don't run out of water. Okay. After an extra 5 minutes, I don't know if you can see it. I tested it and it came out clean. So now I have to, see, nice and clean. Now I've got to let the cake stand in the Dutch oven until the pan is cool enough to handle. So I'm going to just take this off the heat. And when the pan is cool enough, I'm going to transfer it to a wire rack and run a paring knife around the edges. Then it says to let the cake cool completely, inverting onto a plate and removing the parchment, and then re-invert it onto a serving plate. This might have to be done in the morning because I'm filming at night, so, but it looks like it might just be good. So we'll see you in a little bit once we flipped it. As you can see, it looks like it cooled off pretty good. Looks like it cooked okay, so I'm going to just go around it just to loosen it. Okay. And then we're supposed to be able to flip it. Aha! Now I'm just going to take off our parchment paper. Oh, it kind of sunk in a little, but I guess that's to be expected. All right, and because it's cool enough, I'm going to flip it again. And voila! There is the cake. Hope you can see that pretty good. Now, the picture of it showed a dusting of icing sugar, which I will do off camera, and I can't wait to share it with my coworkers. I hope this is something that you will enjoy trying, because it was kind of cool. I might recommend that you might have to peek a little bit more than I did, and depending on your stovetop, I had to turn up the heat, as you noticed. I thought this isn't going to work, but it did. So I'll just put some icing sugar and we'll get a final look. And there it is, ready to eat. Well, I hope you join me next time for the Can Learn Library here at the North Battleford Library. Take care.